First of all, I've gotta say congratulations on ISSA, Another World. It is such a beautiful album. The vocals are incredible. The music, phenomenal. Uh, After 8 albums, how do you keep so much energy up and continue with, the passion for this? Because the music just keeps on getting better and better for you.
Yeah, I think I've always sort of had a passion for this music, and I live in an extremely musical house. Um, I'm married to James Martin, uh, so there's always music going on here, and I think having around you all the time and yeah, just enjoying the music. It's something I've always loved, and and I still love, and yeah, I love making records. I try to put the best that I can into each album that I do. So, we've obviously worked a little bit this time. So it's been a bit of a blast of fresh air, to be honest. And yeah, we really enjoy it. But yeah, I try always to, obviously put in the best for me, every single time.
Mhm. Another World is such a story-driven record. Every single song tells a different story. It's what is it? What was it that inspired these songs?
Yeah, so um I mean like I said, my husband, he's a songwriter. So he's him and his brothers has written majority of these songs, Um and it's been amazing. Like obviously I worked with a lot of great people in the past, I've done great albums, but we did Crossfire together. Me, James and Tom. They were Crossfire. They didn't produce it back then. Um, but we've always wanted to work more together. And it's always been this feeling of like, why am I doing other people's songs when we can do them here? Always been a little bit of a question mark for me that. So when it came to the record, I said this, I said, I want these guys, I want these guys to produce it, I want them to write it. And being part of that process, obviously, we got a studio at home. So everything is here. And, that makes it so much, what shall I say? A more intimate thing because everything is much more honest. I can say to Jazz, oh, I don't like that part, or, I don't like this and that, which is sometimes more difficult when you work with other people. So working from home and working with these guys, it was really easy. It was a really smooth, right? They know me, I know them, and we can be straight up with each other, and we're kind of working around what's best for the songs and for me and the music. So, but yeah. So, they're just great songwriters. So it's very rarely that I'd come and be like, I don't like this or do like that. But um yeah, it's been a right nice, smooth journey. Yeah.
Uh, for me, and off this album, I have two favorite songs. Number one is For the Win. It's just uplifting. It's a beautiful vocals once again, very powerful vocals. And the second one is a Second Life. Where did those songs come from? How did you guys create them and bring them to fruition in such a beautiful way?
Yeah. So what was the first song you said?
For the Win?
Uh
Is it For the Win?
all the in Only in the Dark.
Oh, The Road to Victory, sorry.
Road to Victory. Yeah. So yeah, the Road to Victory. Um, it's it's such an anthem song, isn't it? It's like the song that I could just picture going on a sports commercial, with just running in goals and yeah, I know James wrote that one from home. It's got um actually from here. It's got a lot of hints in it. Um it's a great song. I could go into his mind and say exactly what he was thinking when he was writing it, but That's the feeling I have with the song. I just think it's second anthem, and having all those little riffs that goes through the song, it's just genius, really. It just grabs you with all the synth work, and so yeah, that's a really great song. A Second Life again. That song I think was written a while back, and I think it was pitched to somebody else actually. But I don't think it suits. Could it have been? Could have been Robbie. I can't remember, but it was a while back. But she was thing. So obviously in this house, there's a lot of music created all the time. So there's lots and lots of songs in the back catalogue. So when it comes to a record, we sometimes pitch things, from what we've done in the past. And I love Seconds. It's Second Life. It's such a yeah, I just love it. I love the feel of it. It's great.
For me, part of what I liked about those songs is that it seems like you challenge yourself with your vocals. How do you prepare to lay down tracks? Because it must be
Yeah.
hard work to get to that high quality vocals like you have on this album.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I feel like you almost need to get a half an hour to an hour into your singing before you can really sort of hit your high notes. I know 15, 17 years ago, I went to a rehearsal, and I came in, I don't know what was going on, but I came in, I was just gonna sing, and my voice just went, and that was just before I was going to record my first record, and it took years to get it back, honestly. So obviously something happened at that point. The doctors didn't want to sort of have a look at your voice cords. They thought, I mean, that was going to make it worse. It wasn't like a medical emergency, if you know what I mean by that. So, these days I'm a bit aware of that. So I always sort of like start on the low. So if I'm recording a song, I would always start with all my low bits, just because you get your voice warm, and build up and build up and build up, and then you end with everything else. Um, just because when you record a song, obviously you sing things. Uh, you sing things many times, and you do this, so I always try to sort of like give myself at least 30 to 45 minutes before I start belting out stuff, definitely, just to keep aside.
Yeah, well, your vocals are amazing. This entire album is just beautifully put together. The songs flow together amazingly. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for this album.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a great album, and I hope people enjoy it just as much as what I've enjoyed doing it, and what as much as we've enjoyed doing it. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate it getting
Well,
into the world.
thank you very much for your time too.